But let's go now to your full weather forecast with our chief meteorologist, Dan Cianca. Dan, you mentioned we can expect a lot more rain in the future, which is good to hear.
Yeah, our pattern finally breaking. Typically, I mean, January is our wettest month of the year, and we did not experience that this year. Now, as we head through the very end of January and into February, we're going to see the return of a rainy pattern, at least for a while. But it looks like maybe for a week we could see rain, at least chances almost every day, starting on Friday. So it's back. We've been holding it off for now, but it's back. And obviously that's going to have some impacts for us. We've got some golf going on this weekend. We're going to talk a little bit about that as well. Live look from Domenico showing calm conditions across the Monterey Harbor tonight. And most of us sitting under a deck of marine layer clouds. Marine layer is present out there as high pressure just kind of pushes down on the layer of clouds sitting over us and stabilizing it for the most part. Now this ridge is weakening and it's going to keep moving to the south as we head into the day tomorrow. And that's going to allow this weather system to finally make it ashore. Now this weather system comes equipped with an atmospheric river, and when you hear that phrase and it sounds kind of scary, it's kind of like 20 years ago, 10 years ago, hearing El Nino has this very negative connotation. We think about major storms, but the atmospheric river, kind of the major buzzword, I suppose, in the media community when it comes to weather these days, at least on the West Coast. So we get them all the time. Really, I mean, you could see as many as 100 of them reach the coast any given winter season. Some of them are much stronger than others, right? Most weather systems that come ashore have a weak atmospheric river. Some of them are stronger. This is kind of in this weak to maybe moderate phase of an atmospheric river. And see, we have it pointing toward us as we head into Friday, and the nose of it getting here Friday will probably correspond with the onset of rain in our area. So I'm expecting some precipitation to arrive Friday afternoon. We might see something a little bit earlier than that. It'll be light if we do, and then probably continuing to stay with us as we see the river somewhat pointed at us on Saturday at noon. We go to Sunday at noon. It weakens, but it's still kind of here. We go to Monday at noon. It weakens, but it's still here. Then it sloshes to the south on Tuesday, and then, you know what? How about a little bit more coming up into Wednesday before it finally moves on? So we're going to have an atmospheric river for a few days. It's not a major one, but it is going to get the rain machine going. And after a while, we're probably going to see a few inches of rain add up over the course of a couple of days. We're watching things. That could change a little bit as time goes by, depending on where it decides to set up. It could be a little farther north, farther south. That could mean some big changes for how much rain we see here locally. But I can tell you that it's going to rain on Friday and probably Saturday, and then probably a few more times as we head through midweek next week. Future track overnight showing low clouds around the bay and into the valleys, patchy fog mostly in the coastal hills. So if you're going to be driving up over the passes near the coast tomorrow morning, you might have some fog. We'll break out into scattered clouds tomorrow afternoon, kind of like we did today. We had thick clouds around lunchtime. The clouds started to break up in the afternoon, and we did get some sunshine through late afternoon. But tomorrow, also, in addition to the low clouds returning, we'll also have some high clouds arriving. So some rain is deciding to move its way in probably sometime in the day, middle of the day on Friday. The farther north you are, the better your chances. This particular model not showing a lot, but plenty of models showing rain filling the bay by 3 p.m. on Friday. So at least plan for it. It's certainly possible to have rain, at least light rain from the peninsula northward by Friday afternoon. And as I mentioned, this model kind of weak on that, but it is showing a continuous stream of at least rain chances as we head into Saturday morning as well. So rain likely to arrive on Friday, sticking around with us through the weekend, potentially through midweek next week. Totals, hard to say at this point. And nothing as far as extreme wind expected at this point in time as well, but also something we're watching. Meantime, tomorrow temperatures on the cool side once again. We're going to see highs in the 50s with the clouds where our lows won't be quite as bad, so 30s to low 40s. In Santa Cruz County on the east shore of the bay and South Santa Cruz County will be in the low 40s overnight. Highs back in the mid 50s tomorrow. Upper 30s for our northern lows, upper 50s for our northern highs. Over to the peninsula, another cooler day with lows in the mid 40s, highs in the mid 50s, and farther south, we will see a couple of cold spots in our southern valleys that don't get clouds. The rest of us mostly in the 30s to low 40s, highs in the 50s to around 60 degrees. Looking at that 7-day forecast. On the coast for the next couple of days tomorrow, dry, partly cloudy, and then on Friday, mostly cloudy with rain likely in the afternoon, breezy conditions. On Saturday, we've got the Point Pinos Lighthouse 170th birthday party, come rain or shine. I'll be out there with my family. If you see me, come say hi, come wish the lighthouse a happy birthday. But we'll be dodging a few rain showers, it looks like, on Saturday, and potentially through the weekend into early next week as well. So quite a few rain chances in that forecast. Obviously, the Pro-Am going on this weekend as well, so we're keeping a close eye on that for you as well. Groundhog Day coming up Sunday. That's an official holiday, right? Lots of rain to come. We're watching for you. Stick with us.